friends, what's up? This is Ron here, and in this King of Fighters ALLSTAR video we're going to do a couple of things, and one of them will be playing some Deimos base, the latest dungeon that you can see, and there is a bunch of level out there. But before we check into this Deimos base, let me update you about a bunch of things that have added. And actually we are having this new rush event, which is kind of surprising that they launched this rush event without any sort of prior notice or anything. So yeah, I mean, rush event means 100 tasty rubies every single day. So go ahead and start playing this once these two stages are unlocked. Basically you need to use these special signature characters in order to get the most amount of coins. But if you don't have them, as much I don't have them yet, and I don't even going to have them, so I'll be using this sort of team, and two of these characters are actually going to give me some bonus along with these strikers as well, as you can see. And I will not be using them as main fighters. Instead, I'm going to use any one of these strong fighters just to kill the boss and the mobs, everything, and all of these other fighters will be there just for the bonus. And also there is a bunch of cards that you can use in order to get more bonuses. For example, this set card, this option cards. If you guys are having them with your free rubies, then this is good. This is going to give you some extra bonus as well. So don't worry if you are not having SS King and SS Yuri. Just use any strong fighter and get the rubies every day, my friends. Now let's just go to the forums, and there is a quiz actually released 10 hours ago. And this is a part 2 of the celebration of edition of Deimos base, and there is a quiz out here, and we are going to solve this quiz right here right now, my friends. So the first question is, which fighters can participate in Deimos base normal match? And the thing about Deimos base is you are not allowed to use any non-awakened fighters. That means your fighters should be at least level 1 awakened. But of course the more awakened level you're having, it will make your life easier. So this will be the right answer. I'm just going to select this one. And the second question is, what content cannot be checked in the Deimos base screen? And we are all all of these informations can be checked out except this exchange shop, so I'm going to select this one. Next we are having, which of the following statements about Deimos base content is incorrect? And I'm a bit confused about this one because number 2 and number 4 seems true, but I'm going to select the last one. Probably number 2 may be also right, I'm not sure, but let's submit this one. Anyways, so as a winner you'll be getting at least 300 APs even if you are wrong, and as a lucky winner you'll get something more. So let's get into the Deimos base now. And the thing about Deimos base is you will have two type of matches. For the first 4 matches will be normal match, and once you reach the stage number 5 there will be a boss match. And we'll of course check out the additional requirements whenever we reach them, but whenever we are going to start, these effects are going to be applied. The attack type fighters will get a certain bonus. There will be burn damage in each set period, and most importantly, it will decrease all fighters power charge rate by 90%, and that's a whooping huge number, my friends. 90% decrease of power charge means a lot. So what you can do, there are two ways to face this sort of situation. Either you need to use any sort of leadership which is going to buff your fighters with some sort of PG gain. For example, let's see what we have. This guy right here, this guy is going to increase attack type fighters attack by 45% and power charge rate by 20%. So this is going to help a bit because if you are using any sort of SS or BS fighters, most of the fighters are actually having 30% PG in their core. So that is going to be added and supported by this 20%, and it will become 50%. So your total in decrease of PG rate will be 40%. But in case if you don't have any sort of such a leader, there are other ways, my friends, and that will be using this sort of skill cooldown reduction cards that will allow you to throw your active skills even more, and that will help you to build up your PGs. But just let me try with these two characters, and I will not be using any sort of special cards. And if you can check, these are just normal cards. This one is pretty basic, just increase attack and some tagging bonus, and this one is just some cooldown reduction, skill cooldown reduction type of thing. And of course you are free to use 3 fighters, but let me just try with just 1 fighter and see what happens. And as you can see that the instruction right here is going to change whenever you are going to proceed further into higher stages. For example, this instruction will be for stage 2, this one will be for stage 3, and so on and so on. So let's start our battle here and see what we can do. Hell yeah, my friends, let's go. And of course we are going to struggle a lot with your PGs for sure, without any doubt. Let's see. Okay, things are pretty smooth, and look at the beautiful background, it looks really nice. And look at this crab type of thing. Of course the initial stages will be really easy, so you don't have to worry much. But look at this, that crab thing doesn't really die easily. Okay, we got a new boss here. It's not a boss, it's just probably a mid boss or something. Oh, he's just dead. He just died. Okay, we cleared our first floor, and you see there is a bunch of buffs we are getting, and you can actually select any one of these buff, for example, balanced type fighters enhancement, red element fighters enhancement, yellow element fighters enhancement. So there are certain enhancements of those fighters, and of course you should take care of selecting these buffs because it will depend on your fighters, and you would like to enhance your weakest type of fighters. For example, if you are having weak fighters in balance department, you should try to get this balance type fighters enhancement so that you can support your fighters with this sort of enhancements. But one thing about this is, if you are selecting the buffs on the character type, for example balance type, attack type, or defense type, that is going to increase the characters buffs regardless of their colors and everything. But if you are going to select this color based buffs, that is going to increase your particular color type characters buff regardless of their character types. So it is a win in both ways, but the thing is you can just select one of them. And first I'm going to select this balance type buff. Let me just press the select, and hell yeah, we got our balance buff right here. And as you can see, we're having this buff already, but we are not using any balance type character, so this is not going to help, but maybe later. So in the second stage we are having this increased purple element fighters damage dealt by 15%, shock damage blah blah blah, and decrease all fighters power chest once again by 90%. So let's go with the same fighters. Let's see, we can just go through this as much as we can, as soon as we can. So these mobs, okay, cool. Now the thing is, we didn't really have any sort of other rewards, which I thought that probably we might actually get, but we're not having any sort of other rewards. I don't know why. Probably it is a beta stage, and this is why we are not having any sort of extra rewards, maybe. So we are having a boss. I'm not going to kill him right now because he's going to die. Let me check out. Come on, man, die anyways. Die quick. Dead. So we got this. Floor 2 clear. So once again we are having more buffs, and let's see, yellow element fighters. Now you guys can see that buffs are getting a bit strange. Previously we were having buffs without any sort of conditions, but now we are having certain chances and certain percentage, and also there are actually certain time limits for 10 seconds, 20 seconds, and blah blah blah. So let me just go ahead and select this YOLO element fighters enhancement. So it is depending on tagging, but we'll see. The thing is, I'm not entirely sure that whether these buffs are going to be applied throughout the game or not, but at least in these stages you are going to get this benefit of those buffs. So let me just go through this real quick, and there are certain thing I can see there. I can actually cannot hit that thing. I tried to hit this, but I cannot. I cannot hit it. You can see, but it looks like good, but I don't know. Let's use this 3PG, whether see if we can hit this. I know I haven't yet actually playing this for the first time. Look at this. There are some bugs, of course. There are still some bugs in this beta stage. It is highly expected. Once again we are having more buffs, and slowly we are having less and less important buffs. For example, this, these buffs are okay. We have to select any one of them anyways, it doesn't matter. So these buffs doesn't look very promising, but let's see what we are having. Okay, so that thing is probably related to the color or the buffs we are selecting. So that crap thing, my goodness, we saw this in the developers video, right, my friends? We saw these things are coming, and this is kind of annoying, and I believe that they should have worked on the mobs as well, because we're kind of tired with facing these sort of mobs in RHD especially. I'm actually familiar with all of these mobs, and probably you are also, because you guys are also playing RHD. You know what type of mobs are coming there. Once again, another set of buffs. So just check out these buffs and take your time and select the most favorite buffs. I mean, I know not all of these buffs are not going to be, really good. So we are having the first boss match here, and this has a new set of requirement. Bleed damage is set period, decrease all fighters power charge 90%, and increase balance type fighters damage dealt by 15%. So I'm still going to use the same fighters and see what happens. Come on guys, let's go. Let's kill this boss thing. I'm still entirely not sure about the mechanism of the, that thing in the middle with the red ball in it. And if you guys are aware of it, let me know how this thing works. I still cannot find any use of it. I cannot destroy it. And actually, oh come on. We are having this good old game as the boss, right? Let me just throw a nice little core finish. Oh, whoa, look at this. Look at this. Don't have fun with guineas, they said. Don't have fun with guineas, they said. So, your defaults are getting interrupted. So guys, you can see that whenever you're going to clear this boss stage, you're going to have a different type of buffs. It is kind of different than before. So I'm going to select this one. Also, you can see one important thing right here, that my SSQs, they're having this green health bar with every fighters, and my fighters bar is kind of decreased. It is not shown anywhere else but just whenever I'm tapping on the screen. So I was a bit careless and I actually let Gainies to hit my SSQ, so I lost a bit of HP. So I'll be pausing the screen and proceed as much as high as I can, and I'll be sharing the results once I finish. And of course there are only 6 days left of this dungeon, so go ahead and try it as much as you can and let's see what happens. So guys, we are on to stage 13 and I actually learned a bunch of things which I would like to share right now. First of all, if your fighter dies in any game against any mobs or any boss, then you won't be able to use that fighter anymore. As you can see that my SSQ is dead and there is a symbol like dead, he is dead. So in order to resurrect this fighter, we need these sort of coins. And this one coin is going to recover the 100% HP of a dead fighter and literally going to resurrect him. So you'll be able to use that fighter once again. And I have actually checked almost everywhere and I couldn't a place to farm these things or get these things. And from the look of it, these things seems a bit rare. So I'll be checking out for these things that from where you can actually get this item. And I'll let you know in some other videos. But for now, my advice will be to start the gameplay with your low level fighters, because at the low levels you'll be able to get away easily. It won't matter much. But you can also go ahead with your high level fighters as well, but in any ways you will try to stop your fighters from getting hit, and especially be aware of those grab things, because once these grab things are near you, they're going to stun your character and the other mobs are going to deal damage, and those sort of damage are kind of irrecoverable. Even if you clear the stage, your HP will not restore. And the mobs are of course kind of a bit annoying, because the same mobs keeps coming again and again with every stage, and you guys saw this. So let's go and clear some more stages. So guys, I have cleared a couple of more stages and we are kind of in a very scary situation right now. We are going to play this stage number 15, but guess what, I cannot select any one of these fighters because only I can select fighters with starlight damage. As you can see, these fighters are not going to get selected. Now for some unknown reason I can actually select this character but not this one. I can select this one, this one, this one as well, but not this one, not this one, not this one, not this one. So there are certain limitations, my friends, and you really need to think about these sort of things. So guys, by now I'm here and I just cleared stage 20 and I'm not really willing to go further, and looks like my Honoka took a bit of beating, and not like it was too hard, but the thing is killing the mobs again and again, same thing, it creates a sense of boredom and it will just make you lose your concentration. So I better just not go forward, because let's check out the rewards what we're getting. And if you go to the event page, you'll see that for clearing tier 10, I got 100 of these capsules, and after clearing tier 20, I'm getting 20 of these summon tickets, character summon tickets, which is good of course. But if I go for tier 30, I'll get these level 5 capsules, 100 of them, which I don't need. But of course for tier 40 I'll get 20 of these tickets. But tier 50, which is going to be nice, is going to give us 500 rubies. And the fact is for clearing tier 50 you will need a CP around 150,000 plus. So that is going to be impossible for me right now, or in any time near future. Probably when this is going to return once again after 6 days, I don't know what's going to happen, but there should be some other rewards as well, and these rewards are clearly not enough. Of course I expect more from them. I believe there will be more in some near future. I got a bunch of these buffs, as you can see. you'll be getting also as well. So make sure you select these buffs wisely and play as long as you enjoy this game mode. So I guess you are just playing this just for having fun. So let me know what you guys are thinking about the new dungeon. This was highly talked about. The developers actually teased us in the video, but let me know how you're actually feeling about this thing. So hope to see you guys soon in some other videos. Till then, stay awesome and peace out, my friends.